Hello again, everyone. Yesterday I used some of this card as a layer, a mounting layer for a card. I don't know kind of where it came from. Found it in a box. Some nice Kraft card, but the colours are very different on each side. This side is kind of smoother slightly. This one's more orange. Anyway, I had a fancy for doing a Kraft and white card, and I fancied foliage of some sort, so I started looking through my various boxes of dies, and this one is from a German company called Charlie and Paulchen, and I don't believe I've ever used it before. I think it's Honesty, and I was thinking I would use a bit of this string. I bought this years ago when I did some wedding invitations, and the bride wanted some little bags made for, I don't know, favours or something. And it was very much larger at the time. It's taking me ages to use it up. So I thought I'd try and use a bit of string. I've cut out two because I wasn't sure whether I wanted to use it kind of open like that, or with white inserts, or filled in like that, or maybe layered so it's got a bigger out, you know, a deeper edge, or whether I would just kind of ink a bit of this with some white. I've never been very successful with white ink. I haven't been very successful. This is Hero Arts core ink, whatever a core ink is. Designed to pair with Hero Arts papers. Oh, Hero Hues papers. Layering colours. I really don't know. I don't even know what kind of ink, whether it's a dye or a pigment or what. As I say, I've never been terribly successful with white ink, so I did wonder whether I would try some of that. This die's got these little circle things. Now, I don't know what they're for, really. I thought they could just be used as embellishment. They're still in the card here, and there's some there. So I could stick them on and perhaps put some glossy accents on or something. So let's see where to go. I'm not quite sure. Let me just see if I can make a panel. This is one of the offcuts from making my 5x7 card from a piece of A4, British A4. So if I were to have that as a panel on there, I would want to cut it off just a little bit. So let's see where we would cut it off. So if it was about kind of there-ish, doesn't need to be terribly. Let's see what that looks like. The length I made it depends. Makes it where the position is. If I'd made it shorter, it would probably have been further over there, because it would have been kind of like that. But I will make it just a tad shorter. Right, now if I were to surround this with a piece of Kraft card, let's just see. Oh, it's a good job I made it shorter, because otherwise it wouldn't have fitted on here, would it? Let's just make a fairly fine border for it, I think. Let's just see. Make sure it's parallel. Let's see. Have I got it right? Just a tad more, I think. Okay, let's cut off the other end. Are we right? Yeah, that's okay. Right, I'm just going to stick these two together because I want to try and wrap, that's the side with the texture. I want to try and wrap just a little bit of this with some of the string. twine, whatever we care to call it. Let's just see. Try again. That's better. Okay, now to wrap, I normally just put some sticky on the back so that it can go around. So what I'm thinking is just perhaps 3 lines of twine. Let's just see. Do I like that? Yeah, I think that'll do. Right, let's just stick it down, cut it off, and I'll put a little piece of just regular sticky tape over the top to make sure it stays. Okay. Now, when I come to put this onto my card front, I want to avoid making a big lump where this twine is. So what I would do would be to put some foam tape this side of it, some foam tape that side, so that it's making like a little channel, so that that doesn't make a great huge lump. So that's going to be my panel kind of thing for there. Now it's what to do with this. And I've lost one. Oh, it's over here. Now, I'm going to try just inking this a little bit and just see what happens, because I really don't know what's going to happen with this. And I find great difficulty in opening this. But there we go. Let's just see. Oh my goodness, isn't it wet? Oh, what strange ink. Whoa, that is odd. Okay, I think I'm going to have to dry this. I bought that not knowing what it was going to be like, so now I've found out. Let me just hold this for something. Let's just dry this off. Well, this is not very white, but I think we'll just roll with it at the minute and just see how we go. Let's put some twinkle on there, because Honesty does have that kind of glistening appearance when it's dry, doesn't it? I don't know what I think of this at all, really, but we'll see how we go. Right, that's all of those done. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll stick the edge one over the top, and I think it's going to be much easier to glue by gluing that than trying to glue this, which is very fun, unless I drag a glue pen over it. Let's try that. I'll just wipe this up and then I can put it on here again. Okay. What strange ink that is. Cool ink. I wonder if you're supposed to mix things with it. I don't know. Right, I've got a broad-tipped Nuvo glue pen here. Let's try this and just see how this goes in. This one, I find, doesn't have as much manoeuvrability as some other inks. And I can't, if I get it in the wrong position, I often can't, you know, align it. So this is a bit of a risk in a way, really. Let's just see. Right, let's see how we go. Try and pop this on the top of here. My other tweezers. Oh, crumbs. Right, let's try and align this stuff. I'm not sure if I care for this or not, really. We'll see. It's it's very tacky glue, that glue pen, so I'm not thrilled with using it like this, getting it all over my fingers. I remember once, donkey's years ago, when I was first teaching, we must have been doing a topic on the senses, and there was one assembly one morning, and the kids were doing their assembly, and they went round asking the teachers, what don't you like the feel of? And there was all sorts of answers coming out, and I remember to this day my example was, I don't like the feel of sticky fingers. There we go. And that is really quite sticky. Don't care for it. So let me just wipe the mat. I might try a bit of anti-static on this, just to see if I can get rid of any sticky feeling. Right. Still feels a bit sticky to me. I don't know what to think about that, really. I think we'll just kind of roll with it for a bit. Let me put some foam tape onto this. Not sure what to do about that. This really feels quite tacky. Let's try a bit of this talcum powder. I often use talcum powder if I've taken dies off a backing card when you first buy them, and I want to keep the card, but I don't want to keep the getting stuck on the tacky tape. So I just put a bit of talcum powder over it, and I don't get stuck to it anymore. That's better. That is better. I just touch the edge with a baby wipe just so I can make it a bit more vibrant, get rid of some of the powder off the edge bit. That's better. Okay. All right, there's a piece across there. Right, let's put this on. I think that should do like that. I'm just wondering what these little things will look like. These little doodads. And what is the best way to stick them on, I ask myself. They're very small. Let's just pop them out for a moment and then we'll see what we think. Maybe some on the leaves, on the, what, I don't know what they are, the petals of leaves and whatever. Yeah, quite like that. Let me stick this down. Okay, I'm going to use this glue for this. I don't want to get sticky again. Okay. This is a Gummy Pan picker-upper pencil. It's not a crayon or a white pencil. It's for picking up tiny bits. And as we know, Gummy Pan do have lots of tiny bits. These pieces have just stayed in the die cut in the one piece. I pulled them out of the other, but they have stayed in. So I'm making sure as I'm gluing that I've got some glue on the very edges and some glue on the bits that might have otherwise come out as well. So, okay. I think that's that. Pick it up again. I think I'd like it just tucked into that corner there. Okay. Now, these little chaps. Let's just see about these little chaps. I do quite like them on the leaves themselves. So what I may do is just put little dots on some of the leaves. I may use both lots. Let's just see. Okay, nothing left on there. Let's have the other ones. There's two lots here. Pop these ones out. I haven't detached this bit of the die from the other bit because I don't want to lose it. I could have done, but I don't want to lose it. So let's just pick up these escapees. I may get some more actually and put some more onto, you know, with glossy accents or something. Oh, that's upside down, I think. Is it? Not sure. Okay, let's have a few tiny pearls. How small? These are really minuscule. Let's have a look. I wonder what the sentiment I'd like to put with this one. These are so hard to pick up. I may put some of these on the leaves, petals, whatever they are as well. Okay, now all I think I need is a sentiment. So I think that may well be die cut too. So I will see what I can find. And to me, it's kind of crying out for a little bit of something maybe there. Just in that position there. I don't know whether that's how it'll end up, but that's what's in my mind at the moment. So, very quick card. I made a few discoveries. Another little one of those gizmos there. I'll pop that on in a moment. Okay, so again, people have been telling me that they have been unsubscribed from my channel unknowingly and have to keep resubscribing. I am so grateful to everyone who does check. It's really disheartening to see subscriber numbers diminish. I first saw it and I thought, oh dear, people are getting fed up with what they see and they don't want to see any more, and it was quite disheartening really. So when people said that it's been happening, you know, with none of their doing, it made me feel a lot better. So if you could just check that you are subscribed, and subscribe to start with if you haven't already done so, that would be wonderful. It doesn't cost anything, and it does make a lot of difference to me, because it means that my YouTube videos are seen by more people, which is great. They're something to do with algorithms or something. I don't understand it all. Anyway, have a lovely day, and I'll see you tomorrow.